The new Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, has announced in Parliament the substantial financial burden of the Conservative government's absurd Rwanda scheme, which aimed to send asylum seekers to Rwanda, and faced numerous legal challenges and saw only 4 people voluntarily deported. The cost to taxpayers approximately £700 million, and that's probably not including the legal costs of taking the case through the Court of Appeal, the Supreme Court, and so on. And so I would imagine that figure is on the lower side. The figure includes £290 million paid to Rwanda, costs of chartering flights that never took off, detaining and releasing hundreds of people and employing thousands of civil servants to manage the scheme. Yvette Cooper described the expenditure as the most shocking waste of taxpayers' money I have ever seen, and noted that future costs would have escalated even if the scheme had fully commenced. Critics, including the shadow Home Secretary, James cleverly accused Cooper of using exaggerated figures, suggesting the costs were inflated. I think the costs have been significantly reduced in the announcement by Yvette Cooper, and describing the decision to scrap the scheme as ideologically driven. No, the ideology was to pursue the scheme. Now it's essential that the Labour government repeals the 3 ridiculous laws made under the Home Office's guidance: the illegal immigrant law, the Rwanda law, and the nationality and borders law. Cleverly argued that the scheme was necessary to deter illegal crossings and express concern over the lack of alternative plans for managing arrivals from countries like Afghanistan, Iraq, and Syria. Cooper announced that scrapping the scheme would save $220 million in future payments to Rwanda, and up to $750 million allocated for this year. These funds will be redirected towards a new Border Security Command, which will bring together border force officials, police and intelligence agencies to combat people smuggling gangs more effectively. The Home Secretary's decision to audit the Rwanda scheme's spending aims to recover some of the funds spent on this initiative, which has been widely criticised as ineffective and costly. The government will also resume processing all asylum claims, including those of individuals who arrived illegally, to address the backlog and inefficiencies in the current system. It also means that the government needs to allow those migrants who have arrived here since those 3 laws were enacted to claim asylum. So effectively repealing those 3 laws put forward by Suella Braverman in the interests of the Rwanda scheme. I think also, in addition, the Labour government will soon be able to announce how much money it needs to recoup from the wasted PPE procurement schemes and Baroness Moan and her companions. I think it will be a significant amount of money. I don't think we're going to recoup that money, but I think we should know about it. And I hope that the people responsible on the Conservative side will hang their head in shame.